Welcome everybody to another episode of Latif's Inspired. I'm cooking a fantastic dish for you guys because I have a special guest coming in today. He's a professional food critic, food reviewer, and he wants to come and see my food. So, bit under pressure, but I'm confident. I'm gonna give him a few dishes on the menu as well as a really authentic Handi style dish. Lamb, really soft and tender. I'm gonna cook it for a couple of hours. It's gonna be absolutely gorgeous. Right. So I've got just over 1 kg, just under 1.5 kg of lamb with the fat on. Let me show you this meat. Look at that. So it's got that fat. I'm keeping that fat on, and it's going to be such a simple recipe for you guys. I'm gonna get the meat, marinate everything together, and then I'm gonna slow cook it. It's gonna be beautiful. If you've got a slow cooker at home, if you do this process, whack it in the slow cooker, let it cook. It's gonna be so mouth-wateringly delicious. I can't wait till I cook this dish for you. So without further ado, let's crack on.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, so lovely. This is spring lamb. It's got all its fat on. I want that flavor. It's got the bone marrow, and it's got loads of basically boneless pieces as well. You need the fat and you need the bone marrow to give you maximum flavor. So I'm hoping my guest today is going to really enjoy this authenticity. So whack this in my pot. So this is the garam masala, 3 bay leaf, about 4 1-inch cardamom sticks. Sorry, that was 4-inch of cinnamon stick, about 5 or 6 cardamom, and this is the Bangladeshi garam masala. I always use this. I love this flavor. So that goes in, that's the punch prawn, about 1 good teaspoon of that. Now this is 2 medium-sized onions going in. Wonderful. This is the ginger and garlic. 1, 2 heaped teaspoon, ladies and gentlemen. This, about 10 cloves of garlic going in. For the gravy, I want a nice sauce, so that's 1 green pepper. This is 3 chopped tomatoes. About 10 green chilies. 1 cup of yogurt. This is the spices. I'll put it on the description box. 1.5 teaspoon of coriander, 1 teaspoon of cumin, 2 teaspoon of chili powder, 2 teaspoon of general curry powder. I normally use the Eastern brand on all these spices. I find they're the best quality. 1 teaspoon of garam masala, 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric. And lastly, the oil going in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 tablespoons. And I forgot the salt, so I just need to add a bit of salt. Last but not least, salt. So about 1.5 teaspoons is normally okay for 1 kg. Because it's 1.5, I've got 2 heaped teaspoons of salt. Right, just wash my hands, so make sure you guys wash your hands thoroughly. Give it a mix, bismillah. Right, ladies and gentlemen, so now this is marinated thoroughly. Now what you're gonna do, put a cling film and whack it in the fridge. If you can leave it marinated for an hour, that will be fantastic. I'm gonna leave it for an hour and then hopefully start cooking it shortly. So I've marinated for a good hour this was, and now got me a chance to tidy up the kitchen. I'm gonna whack it in here. Bismillah. Turn the gas on. Right, the meat is cooking away. Now I'm gonna need to put this lid on. Now if you're laughing at me, this looks run down and tacky. This is very sentimental. When I first did my restaurant in 2003 and now it's 2021, I still got this pot. and I've had other businesses, and now I'm at Latif's. I still have this with me. Now look at this, read this, guys. Long life. Now this company may be out of business, but this pot is still alive. Now this is fantastic. So hopefully, make sure if you enjoy my dishes, don't forget to like them, because that helps me on the algorithm, and comment on it, and make sure you share to your friends and family. This is going to be absolutely delightful, I promise you. So whack this on, and we're going to wait for about 2 hours. It might be done in about 1 hour and a half. We'll check out. This gas is quite powerful. So we'll come and check it out in about a good half an hour, because the natural liquid, if you can see over here, from the lamb is releasing. We're not going to use any water or anything. It's going to be very flavorful, I promise you. Right, kitchen's all go. It's very busy at the moment. Let's check on this lamb handi. There you go. That's the natural liquid from the lamb cooking away. And it's only been about 20 minutes or so. So there you go. Let that bubble away on a nice simmer. And we'll come back to it in another half an hour. Right, the lamb has been cooking away. There you go, on a slow gas. Look at that little mustard seed, all those little garam masalas. Now the liquid has reduced into a nice thick gravy-like sauce. There you go. Now I had to move it from the cooker because it's really busy. I'm going to put it on a low simmer. And lastly, I'm going to sprinkle some more garam masala for the fragrance. There you go. About half a teaspoon. Wonderful. Put the lid on, and we'll come back to that in about another 10 minutes or so, but just keep an eye on it now. When it's this consistency, it can stick at the bottom. Kitchen's getting really busy. Vegetables cooking away. It's getting really busy, so nearly ready for service. Beautiful. Right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been just over an hour. Let's check it out. Slowly simmering away. Authentic lamb handi. So let this cook away. Right, my guest is coming in about 10 minutes. So ideally I would have cooked this on a slow gas for another 45 minutes to an hour. So I am going to have to put in a bit of water. Check this now. The meat hasn't softened to how I wanted. There you go, it's still soft but not to my standard. So now I'm putting in about a good couple of cups of water. I'm going to put the gas to a medium, so it's on a low at the moment. Put it back up on a medium and let this cook away until I get the lamb to how I like it. Wonderful. Right, the curry's been cooking away for 2 hours. I did add a bit of water to let it cook away. Now, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Just sprinkle a bit of coriander, and now let's give this. Oh wow! This is a handi lamb This is on the bone. Wow. That is delicious. Let's give it a taste. Oh, hold on. I'm going to put a bit of coriander. Bit of coriander. Oh, hold on. Some julienne ginger. Some green chilies. Wonderful. Look at that. Right, so this is the authentic lamb handi. As you can see here, let me show you. It's not too oily, it's the natural fats from the lamb and a bit of mustard oil that I use. Chilies, julienne of ginger, coriander. Now look, let's check this out. This is the lamb. It looks wonderful. Bismillah. Oh. It's very hot because I've just taken it out of the pot. But the lamb is so soft, so tender. Could you imagine lamb being cooked for 2 hours? Very nice, very flavorful, if I say so myself. Let's try a bit of that sauce. Look at that. Wow. You can taste all the spices. It's not overpowering, medium spice. You can taste that garam masala, very flavorful. And the lamb is nice and soft. That's what you would enjoy. And if you've enjoyed these tips and the recipes at Latif's Inspired, don't forget to join me on Instagram and Facebook. Most importantly, please like my content and it helps me on the algorithm. And don't forget to share as well as comment and subscribe. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. See you soon.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.